Good morning. Good morning, guys. How are you? What has happened? What's going on today? There we go. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, guys. Day 200 and I don't know. Getting near 260, I think. 255, 6, something like that. Yeah. It's we're getting up there. Running out of year here pretty quick. So, what is going on? How was your Saturday? Do anything productive? Help anybody out? Good morning, Greg Lamb. Hope your tournament went well. Yeah, it's going or is going well. What's happening, guys? Pop in the chat. How you doing on a scale of 1 to 10? Alex Redmond is a 9.5. Good to see you. Yeah. What else is going on? Yeah. What did we do yesterday? We did a bunch of running around. A little bit of Costco. Gotta make a Costco run. Good. Yeah. Still happening. Tournaments are good. Tournaments are fun. Used to do the old racquetball tournaments. Be all weekend long. You'd be all stove up at the end. Not much of a pool player, though, in my mind. Who knows? I could be an incredible talent. And I'm holding myself back. I'm pretty sure that's not the case, though. So, yeah, exactly. It's a long day, I'm sure. So, yeah. What else we do? Oh, did a few things. Yeah, ran around, saw my mom, went on my visited, did some visiting. I'm number one in your heart. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, shit. Well, guys, there are 104 weekend days in the year. Don't forget to take a little time today to get ready for the week, whether it's just a food prep or maybe take a look at how you want your week to go and lay it out so that you don't get all quagged up in the middle of the week and get stressed. Right? We've been talking about leadership. I think I called this the leadership playbook for the next 10 days. And this is day 3. And I wanted to talk today about going from the doer to the delegator. And this doesn't mean just sloughing off your stuff to everybody else, right? Trust me, I've tried it. If they don't have any direction, it's going to fail, right? But I often found in my business, I ended up being the bottleneck, not because I, wanted to do everything or had to do everything, but it was just like, it's almost like a business owner thing. Like, you know how to do it and it take you longer to show somebody else to do it. So you just kind of do it, whether it be running to the lumberyard or answering the calls, not putting either a virtual assistant or an admin in place, but nothing moved forward until I touched it. Right. So, and guys, I'm up here talking about business stuff all the time. It doesn't mean I did everything right. Did a lot of things wrong. And that's really the basis for some of the coaching that I do is like, I often hear Steve say, when you hire a coach, you're buying someone else's mistakes. So I feel like I got a good notebook full of them. So anyway, in the business, like I said on the title, I don't know if it showed up. If everything depends on you, your business can only grow as big as your calendar allows. And that's a ceiling that you don't want, right? Alex Hormozy says, scale the unscalable, work on the unscalable. That's fine in the beginning, but at some point you have to bring other people in or look for some help or unload the tasks that aren't either gaining you a new client or keeping a client for you. Good morning, Dad. How are you? Good to see you on here. Yeah, and that could be a leadership bottleneck, right? Doing everything yourself just, feels faster, right? In the short term, but it's going to kill growth in the long term. The bigger the business, the more it suffers if you refuse to delegate. You're like that captain just going down with the ship, right? You're hanging on, proud, super proud that you did everything. But I've talked to some business owners that just kind of wear it as a badge of honor. Like, how are things going? Oh, yeah, it's good. Yeah, good, doing everything. Man, I'll tell you what. Yeah, working 70, 80 hours a week, just doing it, just busy. If you're working 70 or 80 hours a week, you probably need to put somebody in place, right? It's not a badge of honor that we wear. When I hear that, I'm like, Who's paying for that? Your family, right? You're saying yes to all those extra hours, and you're saying no, probably saying no to your family on something, right? And think of delegation as trust, not dumping. Okay. It doesn't mean throwing work at someone and just kind of hoping they figure it out. I've done that. It doesn't work. It means equipping them and empowering them and trusting them to succeed, setting the expectation. There's a thing called the 70% rule. If someone can do a task 70% as well as you, let it go. Delegate it. Okay. Done is better than perfect. When you started your business, you think, well, hey, I'm going to do everything just fucking perfect. Probably not going to happen that way, right? Delegate it. Perfectionism is a growth killer. So your job and your business is to free yourself to do the higher level decisions, higher level tasks, the $10,000 task versus the $10 tasks. Doesn't mean the other stuff's not important. It just means that you've got to be upfront driving the bus, not in the middle riding on it. Okay. What makes the delegation possible? Can't just fling stuff around, right? Systems make the delegation possible. Without systems, delegation equals chaos. Okay. Clear expectations, checklists, SOPs, all the stuff, and accountability are what makes delegation stick. If you just fling the keys at somebody and let them go, it doesn't work. It might work, but it probably won't. Okay. So your new job, multiply capacity, right? As a leader, your success isn't measured by what you produce, but by what your team produces because you empowered them. Okay. The leader, I think I said this yesterday, the leader sets the vision. The team executes it with the leader, of course. So here's the takeaway for today. Something to think about. I don't care if you're just driving down the road after listening to this, or maybe you're driving now. Pick one task you're currently doing that someone else could handle with a little bit of direction. Write it down. Write the task down. Then write down who will take it, what success looks like, and then when you'll review and check in. Okay. And I've had to do this recently with a lot of my stuff on a smaller scale, just to free up time to do this and do coaching calls. I can't stay on the hammer on social media. I can't do the blogs. I can't do the podcasts as much, right? So I've had to farm that stuff out. Okay. Wendy's been a great help behind the scenes. Okay. But I would say delegate it this week and don't take it back. Unload it, delegate it, don't take it back. There's a great book. If you haven't read it, there's two great books actually. Who Not How. By Dan Sullivan, I think. Dan Martell? No, Dan Sullivan. Dan Sullivan wrote that one. Who Not How. It's a quick read. It won't take you long. Grab that one. Get it on Audible. Then another one is I think he wrote with Dan Martell called Buy Back Your Time. And both of those books could be life-changing for you as a business owner in how you think about your time, how you spend your time, and whether you wear that badge of honor. I work 78 hours. Go ahead and work 78 hours a week, but make sure it's on high-level tasks. And still be looking to unload some of that. So the difference between a doer and a delegator is freedom. Okay. If you want your own business, if you want to own your business instead of being owned by your business, you got to let it go. You got to let some things go, guys. Hard to do. Easier said than done, especially if you don't have budget for it, right? Somebody might say, well, gee, Bob, that sounds great. I'm a one-man show, solopreneur, doing this thing, bootstrapping it. I don't have a bunch of capital. Who's the first person you would add? Executive assistant, virtual assistant, executive assistant. In other words, someone in Mexico or the Philippines that can do some very basic things for you that you need to do every day. And you can get them done for probably a quarter of the cost you can get them done here. Did I just advocate for sending labor overseas? Yep. Until somebody walks up to me and says, hey, I'm looking for work. I'll do these hours. I'll work for this much. I'll show up every day. I won't create drama. I'll do the job. You won't have to train me every Monday. Then fine. But if you can bring on a VA, and we can help you with that if that's something that you want to explore. we can help you with that within the Rosenberg community. Bring on a VA, unload some of those $10 tasks early and free up your week so you can do it. Hey, if you're a one-man show carpenter guy and you're like, hey, I got to stay in the field, then unload the things that keep you up till 10:30 at night. What really would it take to train somebody to enter some entries in your bookkeeping? You guys aren't Walmart. I mean, unload it. Dave Howard, good morning. 9.5. Always room for improvement. A 70 on the sleep score last night. I think Wendy was at like a 86 or something like that. She always blows my doors off on that, but she sleeps well. Corpse level sleeping. So she's got it down. So anyway, today's Sunday. The weather looks a little bit questionable, so I don't know what we'll be up to today. Not cleaning, I hope. But yeah, I think the allergies are getting to me today or something. My eyes watered, so gotta figure that out. Maybe take one of those Claritins. So good to see you guys on here. Post in the chat what you're up to today, what we've got going. Maybe post in the chat what task you might unload. And even if you're watching this on the rewind, on the replay, as you guys say, later in the day, type in replay if you're watching it. Usually get Josh Baker in there. Dave says, did my first 4-mile walk in a month. Feeling good. That's awesome, man. Yep. Build back slowly, right? Build back slowly. So that's good. I'll be interested to hear how that works out for you. So, well, guys, I got nothing. So delegate some stuff. Go from doer to delegator. All right. Don't be that leadership bottleneck in your business or even on your team. Okay. Sometimes in the workplace, people manage from a place of fear when they don't want to hire someone smarter than them. And it looks like they might have more chops. I don't want to hire that guy. He might go further than me in the company. That's pretty limited thinking. Okay. Get the best people you can around yourself in your business. So, and yeah, let's have a great Sunday. I'm not sure what we'll be up to. Go play golf? Probably not. Yeah, enjoy the rain. Boy, didn't it rain yesterday. Came down. We were out in South Portland. It came down hard for a while. So, yeah, guys, check out the links. Don't forget, you see the ticker tape going across the bottom. We've pushed and pushed and pushed and made you guys aware of Mach 5. We're selling tickets every day, which is exciting. I'm amazed at the people that make that decision in the last month just because airfare is more expensive and frankly, the ticket's more expensive. But that's, I guess, human nature. So delay the decision until it's a month out. Maybe it's a FOMO thing. Maybe they just kind of wait and see what they've got going on. But grab your tickets. We've got the link right there. Also, if you want some daily sales training, we're on what we call the Daily Sales Accelerator every single Monday through Friday. Monday's about mindset. Tuesday's about how to deal with objections. Wednesday, we talk about revenue, how to increase revenue. Thursdays, we get right on there and do live role plays. Okay, live sales role plays. Act out, a situation. Say, hey, Dan, you're gonna sell John an addition on his house, and we go through that and we critique it after. Critique the call. Here's where you could have been better. Here's where you talked too much, or here's where you didn't ask for permission or whatever. You walked away. You didn't have any follow-up, whatever it was. We go through that. People get better all the time. Okay. That's on the DSA. There's the link for that. If you want, these are coming in fast and furious from the back row. Here's the link for the Live Like Jet Foundation. We're getting behind this year and working with Steve Rosenberg. It's a foundation he created for his late son, Jet, to get people to trade schools that might not otherwise be able to attend. So pretty cool stuff. Yeah, Bailey's digital media page. She's doing great things with her friend Abby. And don't forget to check out Tyler Kirk. You guys that are complaining about your website or your digital footprint and you don't know where you're headed, Tyler Kirk can help you with that. He's awesome. He does all Ben Newman stuff. So he's no joke. He knows what he's doing. So I can tell you that every day. But until you click on the link, book an appointment with him, you can find out for yourself. Michelle Moore's Bunker. Good to see you. We're related somehow. My mother's maiden name is Moores, so somewhere back in the stratosphere, we must be related. So hope you and Mark have had a great time at Hampton Beach. I don't know that the weather's been great, but it looks like you had fun anyway. So you kids, you. So anyway, guys, have a great day today. Do something nice for somebody. Go get yourself some breakfast. Get yourself some breakfast, some ham and eggs or something. And we will see you right back here tomorrow, Monday. It's going to be the 8th tomorrow. Man, it's going. And the last month of the third quarter. And we'll kick some ass, take some names. All right, guys, let me know if you need me. I'm out. Have a great day.